Yo, 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 what is up? It's your boy Authentic here. Let's get into it, guys. Guys. Hopefully, you guys can see my screen. Hopefully. I'm taking that as a yes. Okay. I kind of wanted to go over, I wanted to go over the market consensus at the moment, just to kind of give everybody a rundown of my synopsis and how I'm seeing everything going and panning out. And yeah, it's a few people that I know that has asked for my insights, so I thought to make a video about it to kind of give my one take on it. But yeah, hopefully this might help some of you, if not, anyone. But pretty much for the total market cap, if you don't know, this is comprised of all the cryptocurrencies out there, everything. This pretty much is the market for it, and it pretty much gives a synopsis, overall, the grand scheme of how the market is going. Currently, if I go to the higher time frame, such as the monthly, you can obviously see I got a lot of stuff on my screen. It's just more of hindsight vision, giving me the more in-depth guidance that I'm just looking at how the market plays out. I'm not exactly looking for it to play out any particular way, but I do have this stuff on the screen to give me some sort of focal point, guiding points to understand where I'm at, sort of in the ocean. The ocean is so big, and when you're in a particular ocean, you would like to know if you're, you know, depending on where you are, you wouldn't want to know where you're at in that particular region. So see it as such for the market. Um, I'll take this off because that's just there, but that was just something I was looking at. The market's overall right now at a standpoint of support. You can obviously see that from the like box that I have here. That's also support. Let me see what time frame that. I believe this is on a weekly time frame. So what I like to do is I actually have these labeled. I don't know why it's not labeled right here. I would do something like this to obviously make it noticeable that I etched it on the weekly time frame, just so I can understand at my analysis from a perspective of how long I should be waiting for some sort of confirmation with going into any of these biases within the market. But you can obviously see that the weekly that I have etched out right here had got taken out. If I try and fix this up right here, you can obviously see that this wick at the bottom took out the liquidity of this previous candle right here on the weekly time frame. This initially, to be honest with you, is giving me a lot of confidence and confirmation as to which of how I see the market to be perceived at this standpoint. We're also at a support zone that again is tied in with the weekly, which I can go in a little bit more depth, especially on a higher time frame, given that we're at a $2.6 trillion level per se. If we're looking at the market structure for this, you can obviously see, despite all this shit on my screen, sorry for my language, but when the market bursted out, it obviously created a higher point than anything that we've seen before, right? Okay, cool. So at this standpoint, if I zoom out and you see how much it came up from the onset of understanding how far the market can go up and perceiving how big it can go up, I always try to understand that at some sort of given point, the market is going to come back and actually test where it broke out from. So you can obviously see that when the market was at this high point, it apparently started trickling back down. And to what point might you think? Almost to the point of where it broke it out from. To be honest with you, it hasn't exactly gotten there yet. The only reason I say that is because if I put my cursor to the top of the wick, I just don't really see that market structure actually etching that out pretty much. So we actually can have a possible Um, just a continuation to the downside, but from what I'm seeing right now, that doesn't always happen. It doesn't always give out that, clear just play out. It doesn't always work like that. I don't know why I just did that. Sorry. But pretty much this area seems to be holding fine and dandy. And again, this has a rollover effect to everything on this chart to my right. Yeah. Yeah, to you guys right. To be honest with you, just because again, it's a total market cap. It's comprised of all the currencies, all the businesses, cryptos. It's comprised of them. So it kind of ultra reflects the whole market. It doesn't do it to a guaranteed standpoint, but don't take that and run with it. But it ultimately does provide some sort of forecast for the near future, short term near future. Um with that, you can obviously see I have something etched out in terms of the bias of where I see happen next. I'll take the Fibonacci off that. And to be honest with you, this is, if anything, very doable, given that the structure from where we were currently at, it rejected the, I want to say the counter trend, but at the same time, hopefully you guys are following me exactly where we're at. But I do believe we will see some form of push in the market just to kind of give this sort of sentiment that we're still bullish. But that is still to be determined because that doesn't mean the market will just burst up. It still can heavily consolidate. Hopefully, from the candlesticks, you can see the market can consolidate and range for however long it likes. But this is something predominantly that I'm seeing as more of a next move in the market. I would say this is for sure something that I see being next. And to be honest with you, this almost got taken out, but given how this candle had started out and it pretty much ended, it kind of gave me all the confirmation that I need of understanding that it was just a liquidation pull at that point. But from there, we're also looking at the total tool market cap. This is everything comprised besides excluding BTC. So literally everything in the market crypto wise but BTC. If you look at this market and you understand market analysis to a certain extent and you're using certain methodologies in terms of gaining where you possibly can see the market going, from what I'm looking at, we are at a point of influx where the market is creating some sort of support, some sort of bottom. I don't know if you can tell by this box that I have here, but I don't want to take everything out because it takes away from what I'm seeing. But I kind of want to hide some of these things so you can kind of understand where I'm trying to get at. So I'll try and hide this because I hate doing this, but that's whatever. Um, from here, just from the onset of things of how everything is set up, how I have my market structure, how I have my markups, everything. There's a point in the market of where, if you follow my cursor, where it was from here and moved up to a standpoint of coming back down to move back up. From my hypothesis of understanding that just simple concept, even from this standpoint of back here, where you're following my cursor and you're seeing the market, present some high point, come back down, up, back down. From this standpoint, when you see the bar go up, come down, in your mind, from what I just reiterated more than once, and it's not something I just made up, it's something that we're going along with given the past, which accredits the future because of the evidence of it happening. Where do you possibly think we can go next? Is it lower or is it higher, given the information that I presented? If value answer is lower, then obviously it can go lower. But understand this. I'm not in any way trying to give you an absolute conclusion to this because it ultimately is a bias. That's all investing and trading is methodology used with a bias and having an unshakable confidence with it. That's followed by it. I will say this. I have what I have set up for certain reasons, certain parameters, and within this, I also have certain guidelines that I do follow. So it's not just this set in stone. From what I do have on a monthly time frame, from seeing this candle previously be printed and it actually closing in on my box with this extended wick and this body, this space here is meaningful to me. This candle being created and how it was created to have got pushed up, came down to where it actually is at this given point, you must understand this all means a lot of information given a monthly time frame. If we break this shit down, forget my French, we will see a lot more information on this candles on this chart here. But I will say that from what I'm looking at, it looks a lot healthy. To be honest with you, just from the simple fact that this box is seeming to be credible. Given that right now, currently we have 18 days left on this monthly time frame, and given that we haven't created a solidified just rectangular box over this rectangle here, this gives me a lot of evidence that we have some motion going and that we possibly can be tuning up to the upside up here in the near future. And again, this is total to market cap. Take in mind, I haven't even gone through any of these, which I won't be going through all of them, but that is just to give you the consensus. If you have the consensus, you can ultimately roll over everything else in terms of everything I'm saying. So now when I go back and I bring back these trend lines that I have here, they won't make too much sense as to why I have them there, but ultimately when you're understanding everything I just said and I keep reiterating it, once the market broke up and broke out of this trend line of this major trend line that I have that confirmed the, count the downtrend bias, once we broke out, we ultimately are now, in my mind, on some form of bullish sentiment, given that we're back down to the lows of where we previously had been, broke out, came back down, right? This was what the whole commotion was about. Why the market was going down, Bitcoin and everything else, bro. This is exactly why. This whole time in this range, if I go up to the monthly time frame, you can see that there's a wicks, right? If I go down, you see bodies. So when I say on a monthly time frame that a lot of stuff is going on down here on a lower time frame, that's kind of what I mean. And you kind of gotta expand on that and understand that there are signs that can give you insights to where the market is heading, and you can use that as a form and ability to benefit off of simply. Besides this, okay, and you obviously can see how it's setting up. If you have any TA experience, you can understand how this this current candle is setting up right now, which is a 2-week candle that has 3 days left. It's a 2-week candle and it has 3 days left. The candle, guys, opened up here It has been completely bearish for 2 whole weeks. This is 2 week time frame market structure. Has 3 days and 21 hours left. Look at how the current candle is forming. I know you may not understand the expression of this candlestick body and the wick to this candlestick body. And let me try and hide everything so you can kind of see it. I know you may not understand what that means, but I'm going to shortcut your learning curve real quick. Where you see on a high ass time frame, and high meaning anything over a daily, where you're seeing wicks like this, short, small candle bodies with long wicks, and you see a big ass candle next to it, and it has meaningful time to print below it or above it, and it decides to print within it. Within it, and by being within it, I mean within the actual wick formation of it. Understand, I'm just giving you the broad consensus of it. I can go into a lot more detail. It's been known to go in the opposite direction. And by opposite, I mean up. If I flip this thing upside down, it considerably be going down. But the realization is we've been going down. Now we're going to go up. And that's again what the market structure that I have set up just kind of is presenting. And again, it's just something I'm following. It's not anything that I'm pulling out of my butt here. And that kind of goes along with everything else. The dollar index plays a big part because it kind of coincides, it intercorrelates with the whole market. And right now, from the onset, from the weekly time frame, you can obviously see we're at a point of in this weird rectangle range bound bull. I don't really know what to think of it. It's more of something I'm following. I'm not really too engaged with it. Right now, I do believe the market will rebound, given that the dollar did see some very steep decline like in the past weeks. I do believe the market will see some, again, sort of rebound back to this counter trend that I have here. And we may as well honestly see it a drop come a lot more down. With that, I will move over to Bitcoin because I don't want to make this video all too long. This honestly ties into Bitcoin as to why I started with the total market cap and the total 2 market cap. I know I have these rectangles on here, and I have them on here for good reasons. Sorry about that. I wanted to give a visual representation of how cycles typically form, but given that I didn't really give the backgrounds on those, I'll try and just change it up. Right here, to be honest with you, this is what it is, guys. I'll extend these out and then do it like this. I'm just gonna say it straight up if you can't see it. This market consolidated in this box. I'm gonna change the color of the box. It range bound top side, downside, top side, downside to then break outside this box. Follow me. I'm giving you gems here. On this video, I'm giving you gems. And it took me years to kind of accumulate certain aspects to this. Once the market created or opened this candle up, again, weekly time frame, started, printed. When the week ended, in the candlestick printed, where did it print at? Did it print below or under within this wicketry of this candle, this previous candle? Do you recall exactly what I said about certain candles being present within certain regions. If you do recall, I did say when a big candle seems to prune within a wicker tree of a region and not below or above it, tends to go in the opposite direction. I will go back to what I was just showing you guys, and I will take back the markups that I put on there, and I'll actually take off this. I don't like putting it on the indicator because you don't need to see that. What does this exactly look like? It looks like the past, guys. It looks like what I just shown you previously, right? So with that being said, I again stand really affirm in understanding that we might have some form of pullback, at least to the trend line that it broke out of. Because again, it would only be retesting where it broke out of. I'm not asking it to do something that hasn't done before. With that being said, I don't think I have to say anything more to that. Oh, and the notion of it going up back that high, if it does do that, I would just want you to understand the ramifications of it actually pulling back up there and understanding that it would only be fulfilling a Fibonacci sequence of a 786 and a 6. To be honest with you, anything within this spectrum, guys, you wouldn't even fathom what it could possibly do next, which kind of aligns with a lot of things, to be honest with you. 68,000, and would it be far off, to be honest with you? But that again is an idea. This is just things that I want you to honestly see, that I'm understanding about the markets, that I'm following by. I've been a lot quiet. It's just it's been a lot of studies and stuff that I've been looking at. But I hope this shows you, like, I hope this right here shows you exactly what's yet to come. And a lot of times when you're doing analysis and you're able to use certain methodologies on higher time frame, man, you don't need to always actively be in a market. There are certain things that you're bypassing, to be honest with you. A lot of noise you're bypassing. With that, I will say that you should understand from my standpoint of how I see the market. And this isn't even given to the overall grand scheme of things, to be honest with you. Because again, sorry guys. Um, with that, to be honest with you, the market would only be fulfilling what is to come from the foreseeable future. If the market ends up pulling up, it will only come back down to an area in which I see from a perspective of fulfilling where it broke out from the past. And if anybody, from everything I just showed you, thinks that it cannot fulfill where it just broke out of, which is around $70,000, we will just wait and see who's right and who's wrong. We will just wait and see. So I actually, honestly, to be honest with you guys, see some form of push up to the upside to create this fake pump, fake bull run to probably liquidate a lot of people getting in the market. That's what that is right there. That's what you call a okey doke. That's what you call a rug pull. That's what you call a rug pull. But besides that, if I go up to the BTC dominance index, this is something I've been utilizing in the back end. It's been helpful. It's been helpful, guys. It's been helpful. This will honestly help you guys with your investing because I'm gonna give you this cool tip. Cool tip I learned from a mentor. Cool tip. Um, from everything that I've drawn from this indicator, and it's not easy. It's not like it's just something you gonna put on your chart and it's just gonna be easy. Like it's more to it. But I'll say it like this. Whenever this BTC dominance chart is going up, alts are going down. All altcoins are going down. And when this BTC dominance goes down, altcoins go up. So I'm just going to say that's what this chart is for. And that's kind of what I follow. And just to give you a little bit analysis of how I'm understanding this, I anticipated the market, which we were at kind of right here, to kind of reach up here, which it did, evidently, as you can see the market. It's so fucking beautiful. Because what it's now gonna do, let me try and take this off. It's honestly gonna come into this region up here, this green box, this green range that I got up here. And it's gonna do two things. It's gonna continue going up and it can come here as well. And I mean here as well, but that's kind of far fetched to be honest with you. Based off certain things, honestly. But I just see it coming here. And to be quite fair, when this happens, if we get anything like this, guys, that is where altcoins will have that alt season. I'll just leave it at that. Ethereum. I just want you guys to understand everything I just went through. Total to market cap, dollar index, Bitcoin, the Bitcoin dominance index. That now we're at Ethereum. On a high time frame. Again, I'm not doing low time frames because high time frames, longer playouts, longer term plays. With this being said, look at this Fibonacci. We are not even from the highs. We're back at the lows where Ethereum is. I'm going to consider this a fire sale. This is Black Friday. This is a New Year's Black Friday. Let me be correct. It's on the back channel of my trend line where it kind of broken out of. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I confidently seeing this surpassing 4791. I see this easily passing 5,000. I see this. This is, you can't even fathom where this probably would. To be honest with you, I couldn't even give you a projection because just based off the whole Ethereum blockchain. But I do want you to understand one thing of a consensus of, again, what I'm saying. If I draw this zone, how I drew it, and I keep going higher on a higher time frame, like I keep going up on a higher time frame, when you're just looking at the market structure, and I'm going to try and draw it out the best of my abilities. So you can see. When you're looking at the market structure go up, when you're looking at it go down, when you're looking at it go up, and when you're looking at it go down, I want you to understand something. When it's coming down, it's fulfilling where it broke out of. It's fulfilling where it broke out of. It's fulfilling where it broke out of. If that is true, guys, What's after what it fulfills it broke out of? It goes that much slightly higher. So hopefully that actually makes it a little easier to understand the market cycles. It's not like it's that easy, because if it was, then everybody would be making money out here. But to be honest with you, from a fundamental standpoint, it's really that easy of a concept to understand. You just have to understand when and where to apply it, because every time is not a given standpoint of applying it. And there are certain things that you need to learn. And I'm going to give you one more cool tip that I did pick up that taught me a lot. And this is actually this is a good video because it's boring, but it's also giving you probably the best information you'll ever receive, investing wise. When you see the market from where it's at, if you understand TA, you understand indicators, and you understand candlesticks analysis, and you're understanding the colors of the candles, right? Hopefully I don't lose you. You can understand where you are in the cycle of a trade or a cycle of a market given the higher time frame that you're on. I'm gonna say it like this. I'm on a 3-month time frame, and the candlestick colors that I got on, I'm not changing them to make it easier for beginners. The colors that I have right now is transparent, see-through, and green. On a 3-month time frame, I'm literally seeing the transparent candles right here. I'm seeing these right here. I'm gonna try to do this because I wasn't gonna do this, but I'm gonna do this for you guys so you can see. Cause it really takes you, you really gotta really like sit here and play with the chart. You're not just gonna get it half in, half out. I'm gonna draw like this, right? You guys can see the transparent candlesticks. You can see those. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna also do it like this, right? And you can see the green candles that I have. So once I go to a lower time frame, you can see more candles. But that doesn't necessarily mean that doesn't necessarily mean that it doesn't how my I'm trying to say it so I don't confuse you. It doesn't confirm the validity of that candle. And I'm trying to think of a better way to clarify that, because it's hard already as it is. How could I say it like this? So guys, look. So in this rectangle right here that we got, and I'm gonna change the highlight of it. In here, guys, look. There are different colored candles. There are different colored candles. This is a lower time frame. This is 2-week time frame. This is a high time frame too. This is a high ass time frame. And I'm making this example. We see a lot of candles in these circles, sloppy ass circles that I drew. Right? I'm saying this. I'm saying to weed out the bull of all of this, right? I'm saying let me go on a higher time frame. Because when I go on that higher time frame, I won't see more noise. I'll see less noise. And I won't be seeing all of this wishy-washiness. I won't be seeing a lot of fake outs. I won't be seeing a lot of not true cycles, right? So I'll go to the 3-month time frame, right? When I go to the 3-month time frame, I'm seeing less candles. Now I don't have to see that many circles. I'm seeing one circle of transparent candles. And that's what I'm also trying to say, guys. From that standpoint, I know exactly where to start within the cycle of where I am in the market of understanding my highs and lows. And I'm trying to tell you from where I'm understanding the market structure, we're at a point in which the market's at an influx where if I do it like this, and I do the monthly, we took out the monthly low. I know this may not be making sense to some of you guys, but it's called liquidation. And typically with liquidation is it's a level in terms where the market is driven to force people to do an action that they otherwise would not want to do, and causes a counterintuitive reaction to the market, which is going the direction that everybody was perceiving the market to go. Um, Hopefully that makes a tad bit of sense. From here though, just from the simpleness of it, from the Fibonacci levels and the monthly liquidation level being taken out in the context of me telling you to be on a higher time frame and understanding the cycles of the market, when you put it all together and you take off this rectangle, because too much on your screen slaps everything. Oh, and not only that, I did tell you this. When a big candle again prints within a wick region, it says 18 days left, so we have some tad time to see that play through. But guys, look at them weekly. The weekly, see, I'm not gonna give you all gems. I'm not gonna give you all gems in one video. I'm not gonna do that. But that's what it is. If you can correlate this market structure of Ethereum with Bitcoin, the Dixie total market cap, then you got a lot more things to focus on than just a little this. XRP. I'm gonna be honest with you. I see XRP coming around $1.60, and the lowest probably 150. And it's gonna do its thing, my guys. It's gonna do its big one. It's gonna do its big one. It's gonna do its big one. I'm hurt by XRP, y'all. And I'm not even gonna tell y'all why I'm hurt. I ain't gonna tell y'all why I'm hurt. I don't even want to do that one. I'm not analyzing that. Next one, DOT. DOT. I'm not, listen, y'all. I'm giving up the fucking game, yo. Look at this, DOT. If you don't understand, if you don't understand, DOT is at $4. If you can't grasp the concept of this, maybe this video isn't for you. Sand. Look at this. Draw this, etch this, tad bit lower. And I could be off. But from a standpoint of understanding the overall grand scheme of things within this market, I'm taking off Fibonacci's. Guys, if you cannot see the redundancy in what that I'm showing you, you have to be able to catch these signs, these hints like that. Like that don't get no easier. If you can't see something like this, in which the market is coming down to retrace its area, I know I don't want to really take this off because this is my chart, but I will change this color like this. So, it's in this range. That's probably one of the easiest targets. That's a multiplier. Don't worry about ADA. Dow, excellent buy, 13 cent. Guys, everything is literally on sale. Like, I don't even know why I'm making this video. Because everything's on sale. Everything's literally on sale. Literally everything is on sale. I know it's hard to see it like that, probably. I understand. But I can't even show you like everything. Trump coin, CRV, Soul. This is the last thing I'll show you. Soul is, guys, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. This is the last chart I'm gonna show you. I ain't even really been taught nothing yet. To be honest with you, and I'm gonna kick this thing up a notch. Look at this chart. Last chart I'm showing. We're on a weekly time frame. Where are we at? Weekly buy zone, also known as support level. What do we also see? Major trend line, or this dotted dash line. That's called a trend line. What do we also see? A big ass candle. Probably the biggest kicker, it being printed within the wick region of the previous candle that it was just by. This is probably, honestly, the biggest confirmation of, like, I don't know what, guys. I don't know what. Like, at this point, just fucking buy. Just buy. At this point, like, I can't make this shit up. Like, buy everything. Like, just do it, you know, at this time period. Don't. Hopefully, this video helped you understand a little bit about market analysis and understanding that correlation matters, um, and also just aligning charts and understanding the cycles that each one is in and understanding how each one plays a part in each other. Because some are counterintuitive, and again, I told you the validity of certain things, they aren't as true as they seem, and that can mess up your bottom line performance. Don't let that happen. Okay? Hopefully you got a lot of information. If you did, please leave a comment. And yeah, hopefully I see you guys on the next one. And I will honestly be doing more of these. I'll be doing more of these, guys. I'll be doing more of these. Catch you on the next one. Peace.